Hey, this is Matt from Speedscale, and in this brief video, I'm going to show you how to use a free tool called proxymock to record a running application and instantly create service mocks. This is going to allow us to decouple from an existing cloud environment and bring everything back to our local desktop and eliminate cloud costs while giving ourselves a pre-built ephemeral environment. Now to do this, we're going to use a demo application that happens to be written in Go. It's a really simple application, but it makes use of two back-end APIs. Whenever it receives a curl command of a certain type, it goes and reaches out to a service called IPstack to get the location on the globe of two IP addresses. It then goes and calculates the distance between those IP addresses using something called the Haversine formula, and then if possible, it stores it in an AWS DynamoDB database. Now, this sounds simple, but for most developers, this is very challenging because it requires having an IPstack API key that is not rate limited and access to an AWS environment. Usually this is the source of a lot of explosion as far as cloud costs and a huge source of frustration. So let's go ahead and figure out how to solve this using proxymock. Okay, in the interest of brevity, I've already pulled down our Go demo application, and I've even run a test transaction that shows the kind of problems that we as engineers have. When I run my curl to try to find the distance between two IP addresses, I'm being rate limited by IPstack. Now, no matter how generous the people at IPstack may be, there is going to be a limit to how many times they'll serve your requests, especially on the free tier. So what we're going to do is remove this constraint by creating a service mock both for it and DynamoDB. Now, I'm going to do that by installing the proxymock extension. To do that, I can either find it in the VS Code Marketplace, or I can install the latest version from my local machine. Now, once that is installed, you'll see a new tab appear, and this tab will give you some different debugging options. The first one, and the most interesting one, is Start Recording. And when I hit Start Recording, I'm going to be able to select my launch package just as I normally would. And when I start it, it's going to do something interesting. It's going to start something in the output view called proxymock that is actually a local listener. And you can learn more about that on our website if you want to figure out how it works. But it is now recording transactions. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to run the same curl command. And this time, I'm going to get a response. Now, I've entered a good API key, so this is the real system. But something interesting is happening. I'm seeing all of my outbound calls to IPstack. These are the two IP addresses that match what I put in here. That's just how the demo app works. As I click on each one of these, I can see details about all the headers, the body, including the payloads, and even interesting data that's been found inside of these transactions like JWTs. If I go and make a modification to this, that it will be persisted and saved in my mock. So if I change like the IP address or whatever and hit save, then now I can run. Now, once I have this information, I want to generate a mock out of it. So I'm going to stop my debugger. I'm going to press this learn button. And now it's going to do a little analysis, tell me that it's working. And now the next time I run this app, it's going to use the local mock instead of what I was using before. So in order to do that, I'm going to go to my command palette. I'm going to say proxymock start debugging. It's going to start my mock server. It's going to automatically wire up the networking. And then when I hit my curl again, this time it's going to show the responses, but now they're going to be served by the mock, and this is the snapshot ID. So that's the quick way to go and replace your mocking system with proxymock. These snapshots are stored in JSON files that are portable. You can subscribe to the Speedscale cloud service to record from even other environments like production, and it'll show up in VS Code the same way. And then the last note is, we're showing this in VS Code because it's fully automated and very easy to use, but this is a command line tool that you can actually run with IntelliJ or Golang or whatever else you would like. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope you enjoy using proxymock because it is completely free.